This is the plaintiff, Spencer Joseph Ragonisi. He says the defendant knocked his surfboard over, then proceeded to run over it with her car. And when he confronted her, she drove off. He called the cops. They caught up with her, and she refused to take responsibility. He's here suing this crazy woman for the $924.25 his surfboard cost. And he hopes this woman learns a valuable lesson today when she loses this case. This is the defendant, Jane Blackburn. She says the plaintiff placed his surfboard on the ground behind her car, and as she was pulling out of a parking space, it ended up under her car. She had no idea the surfboard was behind her car on the ground. It's the plaintiff's fault because he was careless with his property, and she refuses to pay. She's accused of being gnarly.
All parties, please raise your right hands. Be seated. Come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas. Spencer Joseph Ragonisi, you are suing Jane Blackburn for $924.25 to cover a surfboard that, according to you, she negligently destroyed. Tell me what happened.
So on the morning of July 6th, I went surfing in Long Beach, and I pulled up and parked my car in between two cars, and hers was on the right of me.
Okay, let's do something so that I fully understand. Do we have a couple cars? There we go. Come on over here. What happened to your arm?
Oh, I hurt myself the other day.
Surfing?
No.
Oh.
I fell.
Fell off what?
I have a ladder going to my bed. And I just happened to fall.
You're in a bunk bed?
Yes.
How old are you?
I'm a student in college.
You're a student in college and you bunk the beds? Bad move. Okay. So show me what we got here.
All right, so this will be my car.
Sure.
And I was driving in this way. Well,
see the ocean, see the boardwalk?
Yeah,
I need
these
you to...
are on the wrong side, so I'm going to pretend it wasn't...
Yeah, you know what we're going to do? Come over here, sweetie. No, with the cars and the surfboard and everything. Okay, so you two are like, let's say this is the ocean. I am the ocean. All right. So which one's your car and which one's hers, and which ways are they facing, this way or that way?
They were faced this way.
This way. Okay, so that's the front. Where's your surfboard?
I placed it along the tire, right there. It was just
how much behind you? So it's completely flush with your car.
Yes.
All right, and what does she do? What does she do?
Well, I went back into my car and put on my wetsuit.
Okay.
I couldn't just stand out in the open and do that. So
okay.
I was putting on my wetsuit and I noticed someone go in between my cars and get in their car next to me. And that's when I looked up.
Weren't you thinking, oh, well, that's my board is, maybe I should go over there and...
Well, I didn't think anything of it, and it was like 2 split seconds. Okay. The next time I looked up, she was backing up.
Okay.
And that's when we heard a I heard a crunch also.
I need you to put the board and her where they were when you noticed what was happening.
When I noticed what was happening, she gets in her car, and then she started to back up like so.
Yeah. How would she possibly hit your board if your board was there?
What do you mean?
I don't know how I can make my question any clearer.
I don't know exactly how it got
Well, maybe
hit
the way
either.
it got hit was instead of doing that, what you did was take it out of the trunk, and then you put it here.
No.
And then she ran over your board because it's where tires go. No?
She actually never passed the back of my car.
Okay, what we're going to do is, let's just try one more time. So here we are. The cars are like this, right? This is the ocean. Your thing is like this. The heck is that? We don't need the paper clip, the giant paper clip. All right, and so it's against your wheels. It's not, according to you, out. It's against your wheels, flush against your wheels, just like that, in your parking space. Tell me how she can hit your thing and run over it.
From what I saw, it looked like she almost hit my car.
Okay, now she would have to hit your car. She would have to hit the surfboard. And then somehow let's say she hits the surfboard, and then what? I want you to do it. I want you to defy, college boy, I want you to defy the laws of physics and show me how it happens. Go ahead, go, do it. Hit the surfboard, and then get the surfboard under the wheel magically. Go ahead, go ahead.
The only thing possible that I also thought of was maybe when she walked into her car, she hit my surfboard and it fell over.
Oh, so then she knows the surfboard's there, and she can't wait to run over it. She hits your surfboard with her leg. Hey. You don't hear it. She doesn't notice it, and then she just can't wait to run over it.
And then driven backwards, and she stopped.
What's your name?
Spencer.
Spencer, do me a favor. Go back to your lectern, and let me ask you a question. What are you where are you going to college?
SUNY Maritime.
Okay. What are you studying?
I'm trying to become an environmental engineer.
Okay. Okay, a little engineering work there, right? So you gotta kind of have to know what's possible and what isn't, right? Okay. Does it sound possible the way you're describing it here?
Specifically, no, but if
Right,
you were to
and
look
that,
at the
my dear,
surfboard-
is the rub. That is why I do not let litigants say, and then, you know, and then sweep through things. I make litigants stop and give me every inch of what happened, because that is when they realize it can't possibly have happened that way. Ma'am, how did it happen?
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. Is this driver, this woman, responsible for running over this guy's surfboard?
No,
Why?
because the person that put the surfboard underneath the car should have known that there's traffic, and he should have put it where somebody can see it or not put it there at all.
As they say in the law, duh. Do you think could the surfboard have been all the way underneath his car anyway?
No, that's not technically possible.
Because?
The woman obviously would have hit the car in order to destroy the surfboard.
You are like Einstein figuring that one out.
Thank you, yes.
That's amazing. That's just what I was thinking, going inside the courtroom.
I got done running. I got in my car. It was about 10 after 5, so it was dark out. I backed out of my car and I heard a noise, and I pulled back into the spot, and that's when Spencer was screaming at me that I broke his board. I owed him a new board. He bought the board 2 years ago for $550. His mother was a cop. He was calling the police. He took pictures of my car. I gave him my cell phone. He was screaming at me that I didn't have my cell phone. I gave him the number. He was screaming at me that I gave him the wrong number. At that time, there was nobody else around. 2 other surfers came, and they were asking what happened. I was intimidated. I started going home to call the police, and there was a cop on my corner. I got out of my car to talk to the policeman. He told me that it was just coming over the radio to go ahead back down, that the police were there. I went back down. The cop told me that he said he bought the board 2 years ago for $550, and do I want to pay him?
And you said?
No.
Okay.
I said I didn't see him, and where was his responsibility in it? My
Right.
kids all surf down there.
Say it again?
My kids all surf down there.
Right.
So they wrote out an incident report, and I left.
Okay. Who's the gentleman with you?
My son.
Okay, he wasn't around though?
No.
Okay. Was it in its actual case at the time?
Yeah, it was in the
So
bag.
what has the tire mark?
The bag itself, if you can see.
Okay, hold on, let me get down there.
Some surf
That's
wax.
all right. Surf wax. Okay, so where's the tire mark? This?
Yeah, right there.
Right. Okay.
And you can see on the board itself how it's totally damaged from the
When
weight
you
of the
come
car.
out, where is it vis-a-vis your car? Can you come up here a moment? This is him. This is you. This is the beach. Where do you see it once you...
Right here. Right under my tire.
Well, what do you think he did? Like, what do your kids do? What do people do?
I think they left the board right
But why
here.
would he, if he could leave it behind his own, why would he leave it
I
behind
took
yours?
pictures from over the weekend of kids who just get out, they leave their board there, they go and they get dressed, and then they pick up their board. Who would expect that I would be getting in my car?
Well, it's a car, and you're allowed to get in your
Yeah,
car.
but you're going surfing, and it's 5 o'clock in the
You
morning.
figure that, oh, it's 5 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
10 after 5 when this
Oh.
happened.
So he's just assuming he's owning the place, and he doesn't, yeah, but he says he sees and hears you that you're going in the car. You don't think that's true?
We made eye contact when I looked up.
Do you remember making eye contact?
I don't.
I mean, I just don't understand how if it's there, he doesn't say, whoa, 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 wait, my board's there. But I understand that more because maybe he didn't see you, more than I understand how anything that's lying peacefully here gets hit by you, because her car doesn't have arms
No,
to push it
I
off,
agree.
push it in her way. It had to be in the way of a car that's doing this.
It was when
Yeah,
I
it had to
left
be somewhat in her way. I know she didn't flee the scene. She goes up and then she goes right back, but it had to be somewhere in her way, which the parking lot is for wheels, not for you to lay down your, you can go back, not for you to lay down your surfboard wherever you want. So the only thing I know beyond a shadow of a doubt, Mr. Engineer, is that there is no way, consistent with the physics of our planet, that she could have done that and somehow also a tire grew an arm, took the thing and put it under where her wheels go. Verdict for the defendant. Good luck.
So the plaintiff fails to prove his case here in court. Mr. Raganisi, how do you feel about the judge's verdict?
Pretty angry. I mean, it's definitely wasn't all my fault. I mean, she should be held responsible for
Wouldn't
a
you
little
agree,
bit. so-
though, that she wouldn't have driven over it had she seen it?
I mean, if you're in a rush, you may not notice it, and she could have hit it and knocked it over.
The
But I
judge
mean,
thinks
I don't
there's-
know what happened, so.
Well,
I can't be the
obviously, the
one to
judge
say.
doesn't agree with your theory here at all. So I'm sorry about that.
It's okay.
Okay? Be more careful next time. Ms. Blackburn, I guess you're satisfied. This is over now, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Were you scared? Were you nervous?
No, I just knew what
Did you
happened.
scream at him or say, he
No.
referred to you as being a crazy lady. You don't seem like a crazy lady to me.
No, he was screaming at me.
He was.
He was very intimidating.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. That's it. Harvey?
Okay, so here's the thing. If you damage somebody's property, you still have to prove negligence. And in this case, there is absolutely no negligence. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.